Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TPS-TV. Yes, I do look like I'm homeless. Not my fault. It's really cold and wet outside, so I'm bundled up, and I came inside, and I was like, you know what? Still kind of chilly, so I'm leaving this crap on right now. So, sorry I have that. This guy's clearly homeless and is looking for a job. I look like I'm unemployed and homeless. Like I broke into this person's house or something. Anyway, so let's get to it. This week we're going to review Greta. Now I actually watched this a couple weeks ago, but there was just a few other things that came up between now and then, or then and now. Now and then, yeah. Sorry, it's dreary out, and I'm tired of shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. And this is Twitch. I phone in these videos. I'm not gonna lie to you. Anyways, but no, a couple things came up between then and now, so I'm just kind of like, do videos on them first. And I was like, you know what? All right, we'll get the Greta now. It's out there. So Greta had Chloe Grace Moretz and Isabel Herbert. Is that how you pronounce her last name? Herbert. We're gonna say that. We're gonna say Greta. We're gonna call her Greta. And basically it's about a young woman who moves to the city. She's, from Boston originally, moves to New York. And one day she finds a purse on a subway. And of course she looks in there, finds the information and everything, and returns it back to its owner. And then of course the owner, invites her in, and they form a friendship. Very mother-daughter type bond. However, young Chloe realizes, like, holy crap, she does this, like, all the time. Like, she discovers all these other purses and realizes that this is her game. She just sets out these purses all over town and, I guess, hopes to find a friend. At least that's what you think initially. I won't go into too much detail on that. But then that's what, so it becomes this thing where she's just like, all right, guess what? You lied to me. Our friendship was built on pretty shady circumstances, so I think we should just break up, essentially. Then, of course, Greta goes crazy, and she will not be ignored. So, that's the basic setup here. I'll be honest with you, Angel was wanting to watch this movie. I honestly could care less about this film. But at the same time, she's dragged me the worst, so like, I didn't mind going to watch this, but in the back of my mind, I was like, this isn't going to be anything spectacular, or it's not going to be anything great. And I was right. I mean, it is just your basic thriller. Like, it has that kind of Lifetime or Freeform or CW vibe to it. Like, just kind of a watered-down thriller for kids. Best way I can describe it. I guess my main gripe with this movie all around, and I should go ahead and just, state that this movie is clearly not made for me. Like, the director was not just like, Daniel, that's the guy we need to make this movie for right now. Let's make it for... No. Clearly, I was not in the director's mind when he created this movie, or people like me. So, it was clearly geared towards females and that teenage crowd, Because, I feel like, Greta never comes off that menacing. At all. Now, I'm not downplaying her ability. She's deadly as shit. And she proves it time and time again. But usually it's because she gets to jump on him. You know what I mean? Like, if I got in a fist fight with Jigsaw, I'd win. Like, hands down. But, if the motherfucker is hiding away for 3 months, he's like, I'll get him, and he's devising traps and shit, then yeah, he's going to take him pretty easily. Like, I'm not debating Greta's intelligence. I'm just saying, physically, she ain't shit. At all. And it'd be different if the whole time she was just kind of getting the jump on people. But there's several times where, as I'm watching it, like in the audience, for the very first time, I'm thinking, just punch her in the throat. Like, right now, hit her. Like, when it becomes a point where it's like, okay, she's dangerous. Like, it goes from her just being like a crazy old lady to like, okay, now she's dangerous. I'm like, okay, even in Chloe's shoes, like at that point when I realized we're going to a different level now, like this is no longer just her harassing me. Now, like, it can get out of hand. You gotta fight crazy with crazy sometimes. And the whole time I'm watching, I'm just like, just hit her now. Like, hit her now. Beat the shit out of her. She's an old lady. And then as soon as she goes to the cops, like Greta would have been like, "You're coming with me. I'm your new mother or whatever." I was been like, bam, throw, elbow in the face. She goes down, and then as soon as she reports that to the cops, I'll be like, "Listen, you can talk to everybody," because she's been making a scene now for weeks, for fucking weeks. Cops are not going to take her side over yours. I'm like, the bitch did it to herself easily. I guarantee it. Look at her. She's crazy. Clearly, she hurt herself, and now she's trying to blame me because she's nuts. And at the end of that, and she wants to keep it up, then you go to her house and take her down. Now that's when it gets a little more dangerous because then she'll be expecting you, and that's where Greta would be. And that's where this movie should have went. It should have kept going to like this weird, crazy escalation, and then I would have bought it a little bit more. But this seems like there's a point, and I'm not giving anything away because you see it in the trailer where Greta kind of captures Chloe. I forget Chloe's name in the movie, like Frances or something like that, but we'll just call her Chloe. She captures her. And there's numerous times during that I'm like, dude, just bum rush her. Like, she's tiny and she doesn't have her syringe full of knockout juice on her. Fucking take her down. And it's not like Chloe is being dwarfed by Greta. Like, yes, I mean, I think if this would have been like a child, like she kidnapped the child and then brought her back to her house, yes, then, okay, obviously this is a different realm. If it would have been like a school-age kid, teenager or whatever, yes, fine, I'll buy that a little bit more. But it's like, this is a young adult woman who's clearly independent and that clearly has no fear about being out in the city after dark. So, I mean, she has a certain level of, like, she has a backbone. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the whole movie she's just, like, shy and, like, timid or whatever. It's like, there's never any hint of that. So there's no reason why she just couldn't break that on her early on. I don't know. That was just my main issue throughout, was just, like, Greta ain't shit. And it's not even a man and woman thing. Like, if I would have thought for a second, like, if the whole time she would have just been, like, more sinister, I guess, in what she was doing. I mean, what she does is pretty fucked up anyways, but I mean, still, yeah, I don't know. There was never a time where I felt like they were really in danger until they were just stupid enough to get caught, and then I was just like, well, at this point, you're just asking for her. Hate to sound that way, but it's like, you had it coming at this point. You could have, at any point, just beat the shit out of her. Put a thumb right in her eye. I mean, she's Greta. She's old. She ain't gonna do shit. And I don't care if you are, like, you know, a 105-pound young female woman in New York. You could have took her. You could have took her in a heartbeat. Or it would have been a pretty good scrap. And then Greta would have thought twice about fucking with you. I don't know. But once again, this is geared toward girls. And it's just like, I guess. It is what it is. It is what it is. Positives. Performances were great. I mean, once again, even though, I mean, I don't agree with where the story was going at times or whatever. 'Cause, I mean, it's easy to be in the chair here going, I'd just punch her out. I mean, I know it's different when, you know. But still, yeah, performances were very believable. I mean, Chloe Grace Moretz is a great actress, Isabel Herpert. I know I had to have seen her somewhere else. Like, I know the name, but I don't remember anything she's done. But yeah, she has that face. Like, I don't know, I'm sure I've seen her do something else. But anyway, she does incredible. I mean, she plays Greta perfectly. And like I said, I mean, even though I didn't care for the movie, it's well shot. There is one awesome scene. I mean, there's no gore to speak of in this movie. There is one scene. I won't go into it, but it was a nice little surprise. The whole movie, I'm just kind of like, ugh. And then this one scene comes up, and I'm like, oh shit! And it was pretty brutal. But I mean, it's brief. It's brief brutality is what it is. So yeah, it's got that going for it. But that's about it. Like I said, Greta, it is what it is. But, you know, if you're into that stuff, it's like the movie When a Stranger Calls, the remake, not the original. But the remake, even though that was a more credible villain, that just seemed like a chick, and I don't want to get hit with a whole, like, oh, you're being sexist or whatever, you're a pig, or, you know. But it just seemed like it was definitely more of a woman, or a horror film that was geared more toward women. And I don't care, I'll fight all you guys, I'll go equal opportunity and just punch everybody in the face to prove how not sexist I am. But it definitely had more of like they're catering to the young teenage girl crowd in that movie with just the setup, the scares, that even though it's a remake, the original didn't feel that way. Like, the original felt more like an old school thriller, whereas the remake was just, I don't know, it just felt like a girl horror film. And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't appeal to me, and that's what Greta felt like. I mean, I wouldn't even know if I'd classify Greta as horror. It's definitely more thriller. I would guess. But I mean, those lines become so blurred. So I mean, it's just kind of, it's all subjective what you consider horror and what isn't. But I mean, I guess it has the elements of horror in it. So I mean, it's horror, but whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. I'll just say honestly, no, I'm not giving it a thumbs up. I wasn't big on it. But yeah, that's it. So if you guys seen Greta, let me know what you guys think in the little comment section over there. Drop some comments. If I'm just being a complete asshole, let me know. I can take it. I'm a big boy. I don't come out here and just run my mouth in front of a camera and not expect to be, you know, or expect to be untouchable. So no, go ahead, lobby that hate mail at me. So yeah, that's it as far as the review goes. Talking about TPS real quick. Next weekend, we're actually beginning shooting a short film. It's going to be a part of a side project, which I will get on to. I will actually make a whole video about that coming up. Yeah, and then we're still currently getting all the Kickstarter stuff out. As you can see, it's going to be like this for a little bit, I think. A bunch of little, got a bit of a mess going on here. But yeah, so everything's going great on this end. And I'm just glad that finally, like, oh, wintertime is just... After we did the premiere for Unspeakable Acts and had the screening and all that stuff, it was just like I was ready to get back into shooting, but it was just so bitter and cold, and like I was just waiting for it to get nice again. So I can't wait. Excuse me. I can't wait until. Oh, thank you. I can't wait until it gets nicer out because I mean I'm ready to get back out there and start shooting again. So and we got a lot of projects, and not just. From me and Simon, we actually got a nice little stable, if you will, of directors in our group right now, and we all got little projects, and we got one big one coming out soon too. So I mean, it's really kind of exciting right now that we're all kind of pitching in and helping each other out and doing all these different little endeavors together. So yeah, that's what's going on this end. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys next week.